today's is my service dog, Turk. Hold on to your hats, guys, because this one is a doozy. I had the worst thing happen to me, and probably the most scariest thing if you ask almost any service dog handler. It is probably the scariest thing to happen, and it is your service dog nearly being attacked. Obviously, the being attacked is the worst thing to happen, but mine was a near attack, and it scared the literal hell out of me. And obviously this happened at my school. If you guys aren't aware, I posted a video a couple days ago stating the issue I have with all the dogs at my school, and today the issue has gotten worse. Okay, so my teacher had found a dog on the side of the road a few months back. She brought this dog for a little while, but stopped right around the same time that I started bringing Turk. So this dog has never met Turk. So I didn't know how they were going to do, but I also didn't know that she was going to bring her dog today. She's been in a boot for a while because she broke her ankle or her foot or something, and so she wasn't taking her dog due to the issues of just having the boot and not being able to walk properly. But today she brought her for the first time in a long time, and I was not aware of this. Luckily, I didn't have this teacher today because my school goes, I have 8 periods, and so I have 4 days, 4 periods one day for the other, and so luckily I didn't have this teacher today, but I did have a class next to hers. Her classroom is in a hallway with, I think, 4 other classes, and this hallway is blocked off by 2 glass windows and a big glass door. Turk and I had just left our one period, and we were coming to our next one when I started walking towards the door where these classes are located. And I was about to open the door, not knowing that the dog was in the classroom, or in the hallway rather, until I heard her growling very aggressively. Like, I've met dogs that growl playfully. Like, one of his best dog friends growls playfully. But this was definitely not playful. It was very aggressive. She started barking, lunging, tugging on her leash. Luckily, she was on one, unlike the other dogs in my school, but we're not going to talk about that. But she was yanking on it and trying her hardest to get towards Turk. I noticed it before it completely opened the door, and so I closed it back and I left and got as far away from the room as I could, still able to watch for when my teacher arrived at her room. Luckily, this really nice student let me know that they took the dog outside, so I was able to get into the hallway and get into my classroom with no problems, but it was definitely scary. Hey, gotta just take breathers. The next time I get off campus lunch, and so we were off campus, and when I got back, my school office is very small, and the dog was in the office. And again, we have glass doors and 2 glass windows that are full body windows, so she obviously could see him from inside the office. My teacher tried to get her as far away from the doors as possible before she noticed him, but she did. And again, she started growling and barking very aggressively. This time she even dug her nails into the wood trying to stand her own ground, and my teacher was literally just dragging her across the floor, trying to get her as far away and out of eyesight of Turk. It was super scary and very frustrating, and I just remember turning to my friend with my eyes wide as they could be and her looking back at me with the exact same horror, because that is something that shouldn't happen at a school. It shouldn't happen anywhere, but especially at my school where I'm supposed to feel safe. And I can't do that because my dog is being threatened by another. And the last experience that I had with this dog. My last period of the day was one of my English classes, and to celebrate passing our test for Texas, our STAR test, it's something specifically anchored towards Texas. We passed this exam. It's like a state exam. We ended up passing it, and so my teacher decided to throw everyone a party. So we were in our school's cafe. Now, my school doesn't have a full-blown cafeteria. It is nothing big. It is literally the size of a small diner, and hence why we call it a cafe. So it's very small. Turk was being a really good boy. He was laying down on his blanket that I bring for him. I completely had his leash unwrapped off of me, and it was on the floor with him. And I was standing right next to him, drinking a Pepsi, and eating my cookie, and talking to my friends. When a student with the came past the door with the dog. Luckily, neither dog saw each other because I was very close to the door of the cafe, and again, it was glass windows and a glass door. But luckily, neither dog saw each other. But as soon as the student came near, I grabbed Turk by his collar. I didn't have a chance to grab his leash or grab anything. I just grabbed his martingale and pulled him and put him behind me, almost in a block situation. But I was blocking him because that dog had to get through me before it touched mine. Luckily, the student saw my concern in my eyes and my worry of the way I drug my dog away. I didn't want to do that to Turk, but I knew that was the quickest thing I could do, just in case this dog decided to do anything aggressive. And he noticed the concern in my eyes, and so he backed off and he shut the door. And my friend asked me why I reacted so poorly, and I told her, and she told me that that dog shouldn't be here, mainly for the fact that this dog has had no training and was literally just picked up off the streets with zero background story. So this dog could have very bad anxiety towards other dogs, even PTSD towards other dogs. I don't know, which makes it even more concerning because this dog has had zero training and very little understanding of its past due to it being picked up off the highway. But I definitely need to talk to my school. Turk is not coming with me Monday because that is the class I have with this teacher, just to make sure that this teacher will either find a way to compromise or not bring her dog at all, because my dog is literally how I get through being at school and being out, and I cannot risk having him bitten or attacked or even aggressively barked at, because I don't want him to have any fear towards other dogs, because he already is very picky with the dogs he meets, and so just it can worsen. So I'm definitely not bringing him Monday until I can figure it out. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a big thumbs up, and comment down below what you would like to see, whether it be a specific type of video or just questions or anything. Definitely leave the comments, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys.